Alright, looks like everybody's here. That's good. Catherine's here, Will's here, all the people here, the good people of the world. Alright. How does this work? Alright. Alright, you know what? I'm about to go in the voice chat. Alright, cool. So how does this shit work? Behind every mask is a face, and behind that is a story. Good, cool. To continue with this story, follow the nose. We go. Oh no, it's not. It's not 4 yet. We're supposed to go at 4. Alright. Go say hello to the good people of the world. Good people of the world. This dude is 2 people. It's 2 of the same motherfuckers right there. Right. We got another one. Damn, this dude's tripping. He's fucking everywhere. Alright. Oh no, everybody's duplicating and shit, Inception and shit. Alright. Alright. Oh, Captain's Egyptian. That's cool. That's the most people I've ever seen in this motherfucker, for real. I'm gonna have to like double time and do some shit. What up, Will? Okay. So this is just a play test, man. That's just what we're doing here is play testing for Decentraland. So right now everybody's waiting till 4 o'clock or 8 p.m. UTC to, I'm not sure, walk these 12 blocks and figure out what we're gonna do next, I guess. But I'm really just testing out my stream, making sure everything's right. You know what I mean? Green screen popping in the background. You know, everything good. No sounds right now. This place could use a little music or something. God damn. Oh, I'm going crazy. Normally, I probably have a couple people in my chat talking or what have you, but nobody's around, so I figured I'd just jump in here and do it. Seems to be black as a theme right now. Like, a lot of dudes wearing black. This dude Aeon is tripping though. He's everywhere. Chill with that shit. He's influenced Noah to do the same type shit. Hold on, that's you named the Oracle? No, I don't think so. Alright. Wherever Will's at. Whenever Will goes, I'm going with Will. That's what happened. Anticipation is killing me out here. What up, Oracle? What with you? Oh shit, there's people talking. I didn't realize. Oh shit, the whoops take off on me? Nah, he's good. He's good money. And right there. Alright. So there's really not much to be said right now. We're just really waiting on 4 o'clock or wherever you're at. 8 p.m. UTC is the time that we're going. Decentraland is what do you call it? A metaverse basically. It's a universe that's created by the people that own it basically. Own the land on the on the metaverse, and I own a couple plots, and Will owns a couple plots, and probably everybody in here owns a couple plots. And you get your little avatar. It's all blockchain based, and you get your little avatar, and then you'll be invited to the world in this closed beta. All these people are invited at some point or another. I don't know how to say none of these people's names. I recognize them all from the Discord. So yeah, we're gonna start this in just a minute. Walk 12 parcels that way, and then try to figure it all out. Right now, there's really not much to be done until Will goes, and then I'm right behind. I don't know, one time people popping in. Know what I'm talking about? Know them popped in 4 or 5 times. Oh shit, who's up in here? Man, what's happening? What's going on? Yeah, I put it up in the general chat, in the block runner general chat. In YouTube, yeah. Like I said, I'm just getting started. Like I literally was just trying to figure out how to get this shit done. Oh shit, Will's going. I'm going. Oh, you're not in there? Hold on, I'll wait for you. Hold on, I'll come back. It ain't a race. It ain't a race. You don't know where it goes? It's in the email. It's negative 123, negative 20, negative 44. It's all good. I'll chill out, bro. Captain's right there. Where's the strum? I said, I hear you. I mean, I see you in here, but I don't see your character nowhere. What's that? I can hear you. Yeah, a little bit choppy. Yeah, he said his audio is not that good at the moment, but I mean, I don't think none of us audio is all that right now. You know? I know I've been having a hard time with that one. I don't want to say it wrong. Gotcha. Yo, hold up. Where did this guy get the fucking Jason mask from? Hold up. He's just a guest? Not a Jason mask? This is my Jason mask. Alright, hold on. We just, I was gonna go with Will. Will took off, and then you said you hadn't dropped in yet. Hey, I'll give you the coordinates. The coordinates, actually, I didn't do this. That's something fancy. Oh, no, you don't need to do that. I'll just do this. It's negative 123, negative 44. Yeah. Ain't shit, man. Just like I said, just just getting started. This whole thing is just getting started, man. I'm just fucking. I bought a few plots of land, and what else? At least I'm working on something with Captain. It's real dope, man. Like for real. I don't want to get too crazy about that. Yeah, it's basically like a hip hop shop. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be graffiti, and then it's gonna be that was one of the reasons why I bought the wall. I was like, yeah, they on the same wave, but what you call it? It's gonna be some music involved, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of billboards and shit. I don't code or design, and like I just came up with these ideas, and then me and Captain started chopping it up about it, and then that's where it kind of started from there, Yeah, yeah, I rap and shit. I rap. I've been DJing for 20 years. I do a lot, man. I don't do so much anymore. I mean, I don't know, man. I was starting to do some rap stuff, but the industry, man, the industry's fucking ridiculous. So, but I fuck with it's just whether how far you wanna go. Like really, like I mean, for me, I'm a little older. I started rapping as an older person, so I don't know, man. If I feel like just continuing on that road, like of like being on stage all the time and doing all that kind of thing all the time. So I just started getting into crypto, and then next thing I know, I'm the kind of the same path you guys came on. When I found your podcast was a while ago, and I was like, oh, there's a storm right there. I found your podcast a while ago, and I was like, man, these guys are on the same exact wave as me. So then that's when I was like, I'm gonna buy something from these guys, like, for sure. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we've already been starting. I mean, you look at the way the Discord's been going and stuff, and it's just been like, yeah, it's been I like Crunch, man. That dude has me like laughing all the time. Like, he kills it, literally. He's like, yo, did you hear about some shit out there? Yeah, I need to put your name on that. It's cool. I like the energy that everybody brings to the table, especially all the people that have been going into your Discord. That everybody really brings like a high energy. You know what I'm saying? People really want to get it. You know what I mean? So that's really what I'm about to. Definitely trying to. Yeah. All right, we going? Are you here? All right. All right. We're supposed to take 12 parcels this way, so let's go. Yeah, that's why. Frankie Needles. Yeah, I'm still Frankie Needles in here. I had to take that. Oh, look at Carl. That's the teacher from Decentraland Youth. Peter D. Yeah, all the characters are here, man. Yeah, he's all right. I'm with Lashtam. He's with Peter. Let's go. Yeah. I'm not even counting the parcels. I'm just going with the people. You can tell. You can see who's computer lags. They just stuck over there. Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. I'm just like right with Lestrom right now. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got a new wall. If you want to say something, you ask people to listen, then you have to wear the mask. Hold on, where the fuck's the mask? Just words on the floor. Eight parcels where? South? Man, these motherfuckers need a... Alright, I get it. Alright, cool. Let's go this way. Oscar's here too? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm following the strong. I've done no counting. You don't see me? Hold up. Invisible? Damn. So insignificant. I'm here in spirit. sun was just fucking floating. Oh. 2 arrows at once. I use shift. Like you can run with shift. See cool. Alright, I'll read this shit. Man is least himself when he walks, when he talks his own person. Oh, man, all this. Give him that, and I'll tell you. Give him that, and I'll tell you the truth. Truth is, find a scene. It'll give you the exclusive where when I see man, it's very close. It's gotta be this, huh? Or everybody else on the other side of the wall, so it's over there. Oh, so okay. Man, that kid had to jump. Oh, I want the black one though. The black one is tough. Looks like I robbed somebody with that shit. Yeah, the kid. That's what I was saying. I was like, who's this kid with the chasing mask? Now I get it. Now I get it. How are you in here without your bell mask connected? They just let anybody in these days, huh? Accessories, right? Mask. I don't have a mask right now. Does it take a little while? Should I reload? Definitely like a test for them just to see how many people can stand on one parcel. What was that? Enable up to. Oh, I've never even seen that. I gotta back up. There's just too many people on this block right now. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go over here. Can you open the door these days to this house? Can you open the door to this house? Oh. Oh, damn. I'm like really having trouble. Hold on. I'm gonna close a couple windows. I got a gang of windows open. That probably helped a lot. Whatever. Hold on. Let's see. I don't have a mask, man. I'm gonna reload. Let's see if I can use my mask. Yeah, nah. Oh, hold up. We'll set if you jump to 55, 142. Alright, cool, gotcha. Come on now. Negative 55, positive 142. Alright, cool. That's sad that Will had to see me struggling for so long. He's like, man, just go to this fucking number right here. Oh. Alright, I'm here. Ooh, it's a fancy little mansion. Is the mask inside or is it? Oh, is there a machine outside? So, like, damn, this is a legit mansion. Whose mansion is this? God damn. Oh, this is the hot air balloon? Can I get in here? Alright. I'm in the hot air balloon. Still no mask. It's by the mansion. What is that? Negative 55, 142? I'm not flying in it though, I'm just sitting in it. Free play, whoa. I'm just playing a free play, hold up. Where the fuck is my mask? I still don't got a mask. That other motherfucker had a Jason mask on. I'm jealous. Yeah, earlier that's what I was saying. I was like, man, how you got a Jason mask? You got your mask? Hold on, I'm going out of here, bro. Fuck that. I'm going. Oh, did you fly? Are you flying it? Yeah, you're flying it. Yeah, I can't do shit because you're flying the hot air balloon. We're currently playing the free play mode. Okay. I'll work this one. I want to fly this bitch now. Yeah. Oh, I'm flying. Oh, I'm flying. Okay. You got it. I think you got to keep balance though. No, yep, you got to keep balance. You fall out. That sucks. You just stand and it just takes off. But if you don't keep balance, it leaves you. I really want my mask. So, nah, you just get on it, it starts taking off, and then you gotta just kind of hold your balance. This is Vegas City? Oh. I'm gonna stay the fuck away from Vegas City. I know that. send me a link that I gotta go to. Get out of here. Enable Web3. So, alright, enable Web3. I have this link that Will sent me. Alright, now I'm here. Okay. That's my black mask. Give me my black mask. Shit to you soon. Ah, nice. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back to the mansion. You making money? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to bigger city at all. Yeah, I'm leaving that shit alone. I'm staying right outside my shop. Like, anybody want to spend money with me? One time. I'm riding that Lambo. I don't think I'm in the same. I'm in the mood. I'm trying to tell you, I don't see you nowhere. Come on, man. Still no fucking mask. I'm gonna bask you. I'm definitely, I missed the train on that one. Yeah, I'm definitely, I don't care about nothing about my black mask. Still not getting the congratulations and all that shit. People here, so I'm not the only person. Yo, what am I doing wrong? You guys have masks yet? Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be drop later, alright. like if you make a Minecraft one. Shouldn't we just have a Decentraland one? Yeah, they got a Minecraft slot machine. Might as well make it a Decentraland. CeeLo, you know what I mean? I got a corner somewhere. The corner of my building. I was thinking about that actually before. I was like, man, we should put like a CeeLo game in the corner of my building. I got music playing in the club? I think I'm fucking up. I'm not really sure why I'm fucking. I'm not sure. It might be something about the way because I'm streaming. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's because the chat. I'm not 100% sure why. The sound of my TV. The shit on the wall? Yeah. Stock market pictures on the wall. Cut that shit out. It's a club, man. Music. I'm listening to music. I rap and I DJ. I don't know, I don't got no sound. That's kind of annoying me right now. Just wondering, I don't even know what is stopping me from having sound right now. It's just like, the OBS thing, or I guess my audio is not doing shit right now. Sure, what the fuck? Of course. I'm trying to I don't know. I don't even know where the first place to try to fix that at right now. Audio output, I mean, wouldn't that be what my headphones? Could you hook up to my headphones? I have no clue. The fact that I'm missing anything is making me angry. So still no mask? Oh jeez, man. Everybody rushed the parcel, you know what I mean? You know, that's what happened. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen much more than one other person at all. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that at all. I mean, that's more like, yeah. something. I might fuck with that. Alright. 13 seconds on fly. Oh, this shit's about to be packed, huh? I got 4 or 5 people in this motherfucking air balloon. Oh shit. Somebody fell out already. I'm flowing. I know how to do it now, so now I'm up. Oh. I'm good. Still in it. This is not comfortable though. It's not like a relaxing balloon ride at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's just like walking upstairs. Have you been to the wall? Oh shit. Oh no. Have you been to the big graffiti wall on my land? My neighbor is he's just like the king of the stairs, man. He just makes stairs on stairs on stairs. He's been trying to perfect stairs apparently, I don't know. It's fucking hilarious. The other thing I would like is some sort of map, like how to, you can't make the map bigger, right? Yeah. Like, yeah. That should be the case. It should be something like and possibly a compass. I get lost, and when I'm out there, just walking around, I get lost. And also the other thing is, have you guys seen any districts that are working, like that are doing anything with themselves? Or like I feel like I've been to a lot of them, and it just feels like only Fashion Street even has anything on it. Battlegrounds, yeah, Battlegrounds has some shit there, but like I don't know, I was kind of talking to Corey about it when I was putting up the wall, and I'm like, man, like the districts themselves seems like a bunch of dudes that had a big idea and then now can't agree on doing anything with said big idea, you know? Mm-hmm. I think they voted themselves a leader or some shit like that, but it just seems like, yeah, it seems like a thing that was actually probably pretty hard to put together and hard to maintain, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The whole thing, yeah. I mean, and it's proven just by the fact that you don't see really anything built on those places. I'm much happier being a mom and pop shop, you know? Exactly. Yeah. I think, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's more and more people every day kind of coming in there and seeing what's going on and being like, yeah, this is where. Oh, LeStrong talking about making Metamart. Just trying to do Metamart, yeah. And that's, I mean, really, that's what people need. They need something on screen that they can see. You know, even though he's talking about doing like the on screen selling of land and stuff like that. Like all that is important, you know. Also, like tokenizing the things that you buy out of there. Corvette spoke about that, and I talked to Corvette about that because like there's a guy that did that for the game jam. He basically like kind of ran with that idea of like being able to tokenize the scenes. But I think that's a good idea. So like there's like more ownership over the scene itself. Like let's say my building that I put up eventually, that if I tokenize that, then like I'd own that one, you know, and then like the next one can be tokenized and that one would be its own thing, you know. Yeah. Where's the guy with the mask, man? I need to talk to him. The black one, the all black one. They told me, congratulations, you got a mask. And it's gonna be airdropped to you soon. And then now, I'm just, yeah. Now I'm hearing that this one guy walking around individually handing people masks. For real. It does bug me that I don't got my sound, and I don't know what to do about that. Like, I know if I probably got rid of my headset and did a bunch of shit like that, maybe I'd get my sound back. But then I'd have like you coming out of the TV, and I don't want that. I went to the store to get an audio interface today, and then I decided not to get that because I was like, me and the kids were like, nah, we think you'd be alright with the Bluetooth headset. Yeah, I think so. Here I am now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is pretty much my first time streaming. Like, I set all this up. It's been a crazy like journey. Like, when I first got into crypto, I built a miner. Right, that was the first thing I built. So I built a miner with like 3 Radeon 7s on it, right? And so then I brought that to my man in Connecticut. I'm originally from Connecticut, so I brought that to my man over there, and I'm like, yo, I need you to figure this out. Like, this is kind of for us. All right, cool. So then I started learning about Decentraland and all that, and I'm like, I want to build a computer, like a badass computer. So he ended up giving me the gaming computer that he had built, but it was like a little old, so he gave it to me, told me to like fix it up. And so I was like, all right, cool, let me get one of those Radeon 7s, keep the 2, figure that thing out over there. I'll figure it out on my side. So I brought that home, obviously figured that out. Built this computer that I'm on now. It's got like 40 gigs of RAM and then the Radeon 7 on it. So, it's pretty fast. And then the whole streaming thing was like the thing after. So then I decided I wanted to have green screen, so I just painted my walls yesterday. I think put it up in the chat yesterday. Yeah, it's kind of like just been learning on the fly and just setting up and doing whatever I can. Yeah, I want to do like a lot with this. I want to do like interviews. Have you heard of Somnium Space? Yep. Yeah. I found this out today about the land auction over there, is that the land auction is weird. It's like, so it says it ends on Sunday, but it ends like 1 through 100 ends on Sunday. And then every hour until Tuesday, it's like 1 through 100, 100 through 200, and so on, all the way up until Tuesday. So it's like, they're ending the auctions a couple hundred an hour, or 100 an hour, I think that's the way it works. So if like the auction was supposed to end Sunday at 12, and then it ended up being that like it's like I got some message that I don't even know where I seen it. I seen it in one of the Discord channels or something, but it was like, 1 to 100 ends at 12 p.m. on Sunday. Then it's like 101 through 200 at 1, and so on, all the way until Tuesday, which is kind of weird. But especially because if you didn't get that information, like if you put, if you expected to just like put some, jump in on Sunday night or Sunday afternoon or whatever, like you're pretty much, you're not gonna be fucked, but like you're gonna be like misguided, Yeah, most of them are at the base. I can go to that screen right now. Hold on. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons why I like when I heard about Somnium. I was watching I don't know if you guys know about Ivan on Tech, but I was watching Ivan on Tech. And he was like talking about Somnium being better than Decentraland. So I was like, I gotta look at that. I doubt it. you know, and then and then I looked into it, and you know, it's just different, and like yeah, I got it on Steam. I walked around there the other day. It's like there's nothing in there, but yeah, it's more set up for VR. But the reason why it's more set up for VR is because it's got partners that are like big contributors, so it's kind of like way more centralized. So you would have like Sony's a partner, and then like they had a beforehand they had people kind of investing. What is all this yellow shit? Hold up, they must have changed something. Hold on, I gotta check something. Yeah. These must be bids. So the hot shit is the island. Like everybody, I bet these are high. These are higher than. Yeah. I'm like this is just the website part, and then there's the launcher. The launcher is like where you damn. There's a lot of shit that's not bidded on apparently. If this all this shit is not bidded on, yeah, no active bids. Oh, they really did that. I didn't think that. All the green stuff, yeah, all the green squares are not bidded on. So this is yeah, 0.75. Yeah, it's like $144 for sure. So this area right here, yeah, I'm getting one of them. It's just which one I'm gonna get or two or whatever it is. I got a bid on. I don't know how many people are watching my stream. I got a bid on one of them in this town right here. And this is where you drop in. So my guess is like this area would be, you know, pretty popular area. People, like, kind of the first places they walk to, you know. Yeah. Let me drop in real quick. So when you first drop in, this is like the only place on buildings. Those are teleporters. You see this thing right here? It's a teleporter. And like apparently you're gonna be able to, those teleporters are apparently you're gonna be able to go into different games together in the future. So you'd be able to like go into a different VR game, like with another person, like teleport into that. You can have it in your house. You can make it private. So they've got a bunch of cool stuff to this game, but it's definitely not like Decentraland. Like you could never, well, not that you could never, but I think it'd be not as good of an idea to have like a MetaMart in this one, because if you did, you'd be giving them 15% of that. You know, not to say don't do it. You know, probably do it still. I'm probably gonna still put a version of what I'm gonna put on Decentraland in this game, but you have to give them 15% of what I believe of any kind of earnings you get. Yeah, because they have to pay fees or whatever. I don't know. They're trying to make money, basically, at the end of the day. Yeah. They got these floating islands too. That apparently that's like where like random games are gonna happen or some shit like that. I don't know. I asked the guy and he said he gave me an answer that meant that I can go up there. Not really. I mean, there's some bowling going on time to time. They have like little things like what we're doing now, like little play tests. But I haven't been able to catch them, so I just kind of walked around here by myself. And what's weird too is that when you are when you're on your own, oh my god, I escaped. When you're on your own, you just walk, and then if there's no teleporter, you have to walk back. So it's like I'm in the game itself. If I drop in the game right now, I'm probably like somewhere around here. I don't know where, but somewhere around this area, and I'm just there for now because I'm not trying to walk back. No. No. Yeah. Another thing they have is a tally. You know, I can just drop it in the game. That's cool that they set that up on the map though with the things. I think I have to go here. Maybe I can open this. It's got a pretty cool interface. Like I said, there's a bunch of things that are really cool about it, and there's a bunch of things that definitely need some work. I think it's gonna. I think this one might catch first, but Decentraland. The thing about Decentraland is the decentralized nature of it. You know, and I think it's probably a better place to make money. It's a better place to run a business on Decentraland. That's what I was saying. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one's gonna be heavy with NFTs. They and one of the videos, like I might. Where's that? Yeah. All right, watch this. Oh no, where's that? All right, watch. Chill, man. That's my face, man. This video is right here. Will show you. They got like Spider-Man and Venom outfits and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there they are right there. It flashed real quick. And then they're also gonna have like animals in the world. So they have like like I said, it's got kind of its own niche. But here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got 3 going right now. I got one of them's like just for me, like my OBS stuff and all that shit's on a screen that you'll never see. Then I got 2 that I can toggle between and they kind of fuck around and shit. So, like if I wanted to, I don't have one on the other, but I can if I want to, if I was like that. But one of the things I want to do is like interviews and shit like that. I want to do, well, definitely an interview with you guys eventually when we set it up right. But I want to get in there and do like interviews with like some of like the guys that run Somnium Space and have these questions for them, you know. Same thing with Decentraland, maybe, you know, I don't know, get Toon Punk on a chat or something like that, you know, shit like that where, you know, and kind of, I got like other crew of guys that like, I play video games with, and, you know, the whole idea of Fresh Off the Blockchain is for like the super layman, you know what I mean? Like, I come from a world that like, man, people I fuck with, they don't fuck with computers at all. You know what I mean? Like, they fuck with other shit. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to do with computers, which is cool, but, you know, the way the world's going right now, this would be another thing, another, like, technology thing that I think the people that are from my like, cut of the world would just miss out on, you know what I'm saying, if there wasn't somebody to kind of bring this shit to their attention. So that's, everything, yeah. I mean, no, man, everything. I like the VR space. I like video games, but like, I've been studying fucking crypto for like less than a year, but like studying the shit out of it, you know. It is. But I was still a kid though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you knew about it. Yeah, exactly. Like, you see how far I gotta walk now to get back to this city? And there's no run. Like, if you go through, you hit I for the instructions, you just earn what that instructions, just like there's 4 controls and none of them are run. Yeah, for real. Oh, man. Russ, no. Daisy, I've heard, yeah, like survival games that you actually get tired and shit like that. Yeah. And you just see the comments. It's funny as I read some of the reviews, and it's like kids that don't really know about this shit. So they're like, all you do is walk around. It's got nothing going on in it. They're just like fucking furious, you know? It's like some kids that, you know, they just log into this game and they're like, nah, man, this is some bullshit, you know? Because they don't know what it's, you know, what it's trying to be, or even if they do, they probably just way impatient. They're just like, nah, I don't give a shit what it's trying to be. Definitely not, yeah. So like, you put a game on Steam and then you got a kid that plays Steam, he's like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, like, I can't do nothing with this. That's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be good for everything that we're doing here, you know, because that's gonna be the introduction to. It's like Libra. It plays the same, the same like card as Libra, basically, And I honestly, it's probably going to be a place where you can spend Libra like that. Like probably maybe even one of the first places you spend Libra like that, They roll out. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of people trying to stop him, that's for sure, because there's the whole other thing is that, like, and that was from the jump, like, there was going to be whole, like China made their own coin almost right away. Like, you knew they were brewing that one. They were like, nope, we're putting out our own coin, it's out already. Like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. One of the things about this game is I bet they're gonna have a lot more triangles. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing is too, I read in the Discord that they're gonna like Unity is gonna be something that's like transferable. So like I said, like you probably should be able to transfer a bunch of your stuff that you did in Decentraland and maybe even add some triangles and some more detail and put it in here. So what I'm hoping is to be able to put my shop in here and in there. And if we can pull that off, that would be nice. Yeah, I had talked to Will about that already because I feel like that is, I mean, MetaZone is a great idea, and the fact that you already started, like, look at this duck. What's up, duck? Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's got its benefits. It's got things that are really cool. This somebody that's clearly like working on a little build. They definitely stop 5 minutes into it. But yeah, like I said, some people already bought land. So there was like people that were, I don't know how they knew about it, but somehow these people knew about it before and they were offered to invest in it. And so some people invested in it, and then I think this is where some of this stuff comes from. Like some of these companies invested in it. The Smurfs is up in here? Oh shit, I'm gonna look like Papa Smurf. You kidding me? Hell yeah. You'll see it. You'll see in a second. Oh man, I'm gonna pull up and look like Papa Smurf. Oh, they're not movie characters? Become your favorite movie character? I can be that too. Be like the dude from the Green Mile. I mean me. Oh, how do I do this? Hold on, the tablet. So you go to the tablet, right? And then you can go to a browser, and you can legitimately just like punch shit in there. I don't know if it's working right this second, but like, I had tried to punch in Decentraland because I thought that would be cool as hell to drop into Decentraland in here, But let me see if I can. Nah, I'm not playing on VR, and I gotta get one, but I find myself spending money on everything else but VR right now, and I still owe Captain some money for that building, so we gotta get that done before I do anything. Ooh, there's seats. Can I sit in them? No, because I don't even know the interaction button. Oh, I'm sitting in the seat. All right, play a movie. Come on. Like shit. Alright, now get me out of the seat. Oh no, I might be stuck in this movie theater for the rest of my life. Oh no. I think I did the worst thing ever. I sat in a movie theater seat and now I don't know how to get out of it. Oh no. Get me out of here. This is a bad dream. No, because there's no movie going. Like, I don't know when the movie times are. This is terrible. I moved the seat next to me, and now I just can't do shit. Oh, I left. All right, I'm out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of there. All right. Oh, no question. No, VR sex is where it's going to be at. Yeah. I'm trying to get in on that business, and I'm not even playing about that. Yo, my friends had come to me. It was like, I remember my friend, one of my best friends, he was like, yo, how decentralized are you talking? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, what about the oldest? What do you say? What about the oldest profession in the book? And I was like, oh, you're tripping, but yeah. Okay.
This is the MRTV review of the Pimax 8K and the Pimax 5K Plus coming up.
Yeah. But yeah. And like, you know, it'll all be there eventually, especially with Decentraland. I don't know about this one. This one I doubt it, because this is way more centralized. Yeah, way more centralized. Like, there's gonna be a parent company, you know, that's gonna be not letting you do certain things. I guarantee you that in this one. And then, like, I'm pretty sure Facebook's gonna have like cops, like, not even playing. You know what I mean? Like, I might never go into the Facebook one. Like, I might never drop in that one. Because they said they were gonna have people in there that are guides, and I was like, don't sound like police. I don't know. Just my spidey senses tingling like a motherfucker right now. Oh, here we go. All right, hold on. Let me pick up. Can I pick up a bowling ball? So apparently in VR bowling is like the shit, but I don't know about with a mouse, and I can't. Yeah, I heard you talking about it. Oh, boxing in VR? I'd break that shit. Oh man, my dad's a boxer, so I grew up around that shit. Yeah. Damn, I can't grab another ball. I don't know how to do shit, man. This is gonna make me end up buying a fucking headset, just so I can do shit in this world. Yeah. I was looking at it today, and I'm like I said, I owe Captain some money, so that has to happen first, because I want my shop up before I do anything. But this does look cool. Is this a basketball court? Hold up. Let me shit. Damn, they don't let me do nothing. They don't let me do nothing in this world, man. It's like, you can see it. Yeah, like I said, it's way more detailed. It's got, if you went by like triangles or whatever, it has way more triangles, you know. And that goes with the money that was invested in it prior. If you look at it like this, like okay, this one had things on it before the general public could even do anything. The general public just bought Decentraland right away, you know. So that's the difference. And you know, it's whatever. This is cool, you know, and this will be cool. This will be real cool when the time comes, I think. And I think there's gonna. I was saying this in the chat before. I think there's gonna be room for a lot of different metaverses. My boy was talking to me about an idea. He was like, you know, what if you had a metaverse that was kind of like Sea of Thieves, that you would own like islands on the water, and then everything was water based, you know? So like, you know, you have this metaverse, you have Decentraland, you know, and then you have one that is based on water, or one based in space, you know. So, you know, not necessarily one just based on the land. The idea of, yeah, you could have one that's like literally just like non-earthly, you know, that was just like completely just like a whole different setting. Like, you know, the setting is some sort of like more of like a universe, you know, and you know, your own different parts of the universe or something like that, you know. So I could see. No, I really gotta watch it because everybody keeps talking to me about it. I probably should just like shut this off and go watch Ready Player One. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I could see like something like that. Or have you ever seen what's that movie where the one with Mila Kunis is a terrible movie, but it has a really cool idea in it. The idea like that, like you had cultures that like made it out of Earth, you know. And so like there's like a dinosaur culture, then there's like a human culture, and then there's like an ant culture, and there's like all these different like things that made it intergalactic, you know. And they, you know, they might own a planet or two or some shit like that. Yeah, and then they lived off of they lived off of harvesting, whether it was human or whatever, like kind of earthly beings that didn't make it out of their galactic shit. You know, they didn't make it off their planet. So they would like harvest a whole planet's worth of energy, squeeze it into some juice that you could just like drink or put in some water, and you get young. So the idea was like time, yeah. So that time was like it was nightmarish, like the idea of what they were doing, you know. But basically, because people could live for longer, they could hold information for longer, so that they could, you know, do things like be intergalactic and harvest planets and shit like that. Because you could think about a lifespan of 50,000 years and shit like that, you know. Yeah. That is fucking that movie, man. Jupiter Rising. Yeah, it's not a good movie. Definitely not a good movie, but it's a great idea. Exactly. Yeah. It's, like I said, it was funny. Me and my man, we were tripping one night, and we started watching it, right? And he had his son like 12 years old. He watched the movie with us. And his son was like, "This is a terrible movie." You know, he's going off on us for just making him watch it, you know. But we started discussing that idea, just the whole idea of that. What I was just saying, you know, it's like, well, that's a crazy idea, though. You know, even though this might have been a horrible movie. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think that. Like I said, I think, why the hell is this shit shaking? I think that you would want to have another world that was just different, you know? Like, who would want that same world again, you know? I think that you would want, like, I think, like, up and down, you know, right now we have land, you know? But if you were able to kind of have, like, more up and down, or you were able to go in the water or inside the land and up in the air, you know? Yeah. Or even underground, you know? There are more people, yeah. Or like the lizard people that they talk about in Antarctica. Yeah. But apparently, I can see where people are going to be like, wait, this is way better than outside, you know, as far as like, you're in a world like this where, you know, imagine way more people here, you know, and then you're just like, why am I going to go outside? I was just outside today, like going to whatever to go do this and that, and I was like, outside sucks today, you know, like I was out in Boston, like I live in Boston, I'm like that sucks. I mean, yeah, but like not just cold, but just like people suck, you know. It's like, yeah, it's just like out there grumpy as hell. Like I went to Verizon to go do some shit, right? I went to like, you know, I gotta get a new phone because my phone just dies all the time now, right? So I'm like, hey, like, you know, I want to use my insurance to get a new phone or whatever. And she's like, oh, you want to file a claim? She's like, hands me a paper and just gives me this look like, now get out the store. And I'm like, damn, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Yeah, right? I didn't even think about that shit. But yeah, like, just, you know, I think that on some level, like, you know, people are going to start wanting to be in like places like this, meeting people. And so then I saw some interview with one of the guys that, I don't know, maybe an early investor or something like that from this, and they were having a conference, and he met a bunch of people that he knew from like VR worlds, and he was like, man, I like them just as much as I like them in the metaverse or whatever. So he was saying like that, you know, that's going to become a thing basically, where you know, you'll meet your friends in this kind of setting first, and then possibly meet them in life, you know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, same thing with my guys. We all kind of we chatting on Xbox Live. You know, that's how it all started. You know, with us, like, you know, we all started like all playing 2K, and you know, we weed out the people that suck. You know, and then literally I got my friend a job. You know, working with me just from knowing him from that, and he lived in the same city, and he had lost his job. I'm like, yo, come by my job. And then now I've just known this dude for forever now at this point. And we went to AEW on Wednesday together. That shit was dope. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what people are losing, like talking about those kids with the reviews. You know, oh, what the fuck? I can't get out this door. No, really, I can't get out this door. Like the kids with the reviews, you know, talking shit, and it's like, man, you're not understanding what this is about. Like, this isn't about you being able to go bounce a basketball right now. You know, like maybe in the future it could be, but right now, like a lot of this stuff is gonna be what Facebook, you know, like is now, or like, you know, what social, you know, media or whatever, what do you call that shit, you know, all that shit right now would kind of probably live in places like this, you know, where you have an actual surrounding. So instead of just going to somebody's page, you go to somebody's land, you know, and you know, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, I want to do that as well with mine. Catherine's gonna build me a stage, and on the stage, I'm gonna have the ability to use the microphone. So, because she saw like what I do with music, and she was like, okay, I get like who you are a little bit better now, you know. So it was like, all right, you know, yeah, yeah, basically that's what she was talking about. And then I was talking about the whole like podcast element of it. I was like, well, you know, I could see myself doing like more like a podcast there too, and being able to do interviews and possibly interviews with different artists and shit like that. You know, where you know I on some level make it like more real. You know, yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, if I set it all up in my crib, like where, because you know, I mean, my studio mic is in my boy's house because he's working on some music, and you know, I just let him hold that shit down for a while. He built himself a studio, so I was like, yeah, hold on my bike or whatever. But I could see myself easily just, you know, upgrading the equipment a little bit more, and then you know, you can have one of those kind of like a rap, you know, show where you're just like, all right, you know, if you want to throw some bars up now, you know, go ahead and do that. Shit, I'll throw my own up, you know, whatever it may be, you know. So it might be the place where I want to release my music, as opposed to holding it, you know, because I haven't really released most of my music. I made a bunch of music and then I kind of laid off of it because I found this all started because of music. The whole Bitcoin thing, everything about that started because of music. Because I was like, I got to the point where I was like, oh, I'm finding one of my biggest hiccups in the road was computing power. And then that's when I like, well, I'm gonna build a computer. So building a computer turned into building a Bitcoin miner or whatever, Ethereum miner. Then Ethereum miner turned into learning about this. I need a streaming computer and blah 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 blah. So music's been on hold a little bit just because of those things. You know, that when I started running into different things, I'm like, all right, well, let me you know, kind of dig into this world, and you know, I can always make music. You're never gonna have to stop making music. You know. Man, we haven't even got the thing going correctly yet. So like, it's kind of been like, it's been one of those things that I've been kind of like, I could have ran it here, no problem, but I didn't want to be the only one with the knowledge. Like I come from a real poor town, so I wanted to make sure that the people around. Oh, hold up, I got a mask. Hold up, I'm about to put my mask on. Oh, yeah, they're lying. Oh, they got me all gassed up, ready for a mask. I was about to go do a robbery. Oh, I'm just at the strip club. I cannot broadcast that. Strip club is fucking hilarious, man. That shit had me crying. Yeah, this dude. Yeah. Oh, so that's old, like not old, but yeah, I see it. one dude's just gonna pull up on my land or some one day. He's like, "Sir, your mask." Thank you. Oh, hold on. They said it again. Check it out in the avatar editor. I'm gonna go to the avatar editor. I'm looking at mask. Just looking at it. They really should, yeah. The clothes should be a way more advanced thing in this soon. Like I definitely want to do like some things with clothes, yeah, like with like shirts and what have you. But until they, and I had spoke about pets too. So my brother is all into. I got a real younger brother, right? And he's all into and I don't remember the name of this, but it's like Spore. It's like hypothetical animals that have whole backstories and shit, right? I was thinking about that, just that as an idea where you can have like a farm, let's say, with pets or animals that never existed ever, kind of exclusive to Decentraland, and give them like a backstory and shit, and they can have like features from, let's say, multiple different animals, and then they could like evolve and what have you. And I also thought about fish tanks, the fish tank spot. I think a fish tank spot would be tough. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I've gone so many different ways. But when I came with with the final idea was kind of just what I was talking about, the thing I'm doing with Catherine, the hip hop shop, which made sense to me. I mean, I'm probably one of the only hip hop people in Decentraland, so I think that fits my build, Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be called Project Paint. It's the same name as my land. Yeah. And then I got a bunch of friends that do graffiti and stuff like that we're gonna be able to possibly like do NFTs with them. This kid that just started working with me, he's a graffiti head, and I was talking to him. I was like, you need to come by the house and see if we can build a actual NFT. Like, cause I don't know if you've ever seen. Have you ever been to Super Rare? I can just pull that up. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling it up right now. Super Rare. So Super Rare is this website right here. Being worked out. You can find it on OpenSea. So OpenSea, yeah, OpenSea has any of the NFT stuff that you're looking for, you can find it in OpenSea. Even if it's like so they have stuff from Super Rare here because it's just people trying to sell it. Like I made the logo that is on my name in Discord. I have one of those as an NFT. I just made it just to try to make it, just to see what it, No, just like I said, just that one thing. I can probably, my account, my items. There it is. See the chicken shit. So that's an NFT, but I just it's kind of like holding it. Like Super Rare, I'll pull up these things because the Super Rare thing is super cool. It's like, but I think that I can do it like, I don't want to say better, but probably better. Not sounding. What am I doing? Exactly. Yeah. So that's a song that I released, and my man Merc, he's like an international graffiti artist, and he's heavy. What the fuck? He made that for me, and he was supposed to do all the artwork for my music, and I was gonna go with this like Hunter S. Thompson thing, like hip hop gonzo, and yeah, and I just like I said, man, you get worn down, especially if you're trying to do. I was trying to do everything myself. I'm not interested in having a record deal and nothing like that. So like that really kind of bogged me down a bit. So this is the stuff with Super Rare, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like these pictures were like even, yeah, they have like their own animations on the shit, you know what I mean? And so what I was saying to get my graffiti friends and make things like this that are partially actual graffiti and then partially like, things like this where they have some sort of animation inside them, and then you can make those NFTs and get busy on Super Rare or sell them within my shop. So that's these are selling. Like if you go to non-fungible, like yeah, they're images, but they're images that you can own. So like you can make them like as rare as you want to make them, as far as like the person that created them. So like if you go to Super Rare right here on non-fungible, just like you can go to non-fungible and see what people sold for land. Same idea, like you can see what people paying for these fucking pictures, Yeah. And so like you can see like right now I get like $130 somebody paid for this 14 days ago. And not to say that that's like just the norm, but people are paying money for these, Yeah. But and then yeah. If you go on Super Rare, Super Rare doesn't seem to be up right now, but when it was up, things were up there for sale for $300, like 2 ETH and shit like that, You're like, whoa. But you can see what things have been selling for over even just the past month. Like you'll see in my stream in a second, but like, things are selling for a decent amount of ETH on this website. This is just one website. So let's say that like my shop, because I can easily put artwork up in my shop for sale, and then yeah, it'd be just like my own little on-site Super Rare, Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's other thing too. Yeah, I had like there's a company called Cultures that I had worked with in the past, and I've meant to get with the owner because I fuck with him like that. I had released my original mixtape. Hold on, find that. My first mixtape was called Year One, and I had released it in their shop as a yeah, that's right. So I had released this mixtape in their shop as a mixtape that went with that hat, and so I sold that hat. It was just like my man graffitied that hat up or whatever, and then we made it into a hat. And I sold the mixtape. Like we got the I think the mixtape was free. I was selling the hat, And so I just put a stack of mixtapes in there for them, and then I was selling that hat. And I sold a bunch of the hats, whatever. So like, I was saying that I could recreate cultures, right within there, as far as like the clothing that they had and shit like that. They had a real cool logo, and the store closed down because it was in Harvard Square, and like Harvard Square is like no joke rent, And so like they ended up closing the shop down, and it was like they just kind of disbanded as a business, And then when I started looking into what I was gonna do with the shop, I looked into their situation, and I was like, wow, they don't even have the website up anymore. We could bring that whole situation back, just in Decentraland. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, and it is, and the problem with that is you have a lot of the technical knowledge, which is dope because we're gonna need that first. Yes, it's like the foundation, But like anything else, style is what's gonna sell the whole thing, Exactly, like my whole thing is to mix what's going on here in the world of crypto and everything that, and kind of bring it to the real world, and kind of mix it with the the people of the real world, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm a little bit aiming to do. Like exactly, because it's like something you can't like. That's why I thought about even just like releasing my music exclusively over there. And then, there's another idea of promoting artists through my shop. So like I got billboards. I got like 12 billboards or something like that. It's gonna be attached to my shop. So I'm gonna have space to do things like that, and I'm gonna have control of the music. So there's gonna be a lot going on in the shop that I can really kind of like. I should be able to manually kind of do things for myself. As far as like promoting people for the world. Because we talked about it in the chat. Like, man, people need promotion, man. They're like these artists, they're starving to be heard and shit. And right now, it's like there's no real. It's kind of hard to find like a central point to go find anything because the internet is flooded with everything. So you can like even on any level just have like a center point. Like you can go to my shop and be like, all right, you're gonna find some dope shit there regardless. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But it's cool to be this early. It's cool to be this early. It's not bad to be this early. It's just it's like we're exactly like talking about that kind of early '90s, like knowing about the internet. And you're like, man, when everybody gets on this shit, like doesn't happen until '98. But in '96, it seems like it was never gonna happen. Like if you talk to somebody in the '96, I was there. I was 15. So you talk to somebody in '96 about what was going to happen in '98 with the internet in 2001, they would have been like, the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that shit. And that would have been just '96. It would have been 2 years out. And just, it's like that with crypto. It's like that with all this stuff that we're dealing with right now. It's just, even to this day, like when I talk, I was talking to this kid at the shop today, Guitar Center, and he's like, I don't know anything about crypto, and he's like, but keep talking. Because he's like, I like the shit you're saying, and then he's like, I'm gonna follow you and shit. I was like, yeah, man, just follow me up and and go on a journey with me. He says we're going, we're gonna go we're gonna do a couple things, So that's why I know there's like there's legs to what I'm doing. I know there's the baby steps, and even this stream right here, this stream is exactly what I'm trying to do right here. It's like have conversations about crypto and about kind of the future of the internet and like a layman's terms, like you're not really just like going so advanced. Because when I watch some of this shit, man, like I muscle through it, man. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like what I used to do, this is the funniest shit. When I got into this shit, all I was doing, I would play something about Bitcoin or whatever, but something about blockchain or whatever, and I would just fall asleep to it. And so I would like digest the information as I slept. I wake up with like 2 new words, And little by little, that turned into more interest and learning more and kind of diving deeper. When I learned how to make a miner, holy fuck, my brain hurt so bad. Like I literally was like have a headache from just learning too much that day. It was wild. But I'm glad I did all that shit. But all I did was replace the videos that I watched that were like stupid hip hop videos or videos about fighting or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? And then I replaced that shit with videos about Bitcoin or crypto or whatever, and as I kept going on and on and on, I just learned more and more and more, Yeah. Yeah. But it's crazy. I keep this thing on my screen. This is the psychology of a market cycle. Like that's that's all I that's the screensaver or whatever on my background on my screen. Right now, we can pull up the actual market, man. Fuck around. Yeah, we go to BLX and we go to a log scale. So I got into all of it. I'm trying to tell you, I got into charting. This all started in too, like, cause I used to there was a short period of time when Ethereum first came out. I was starting to check out charting and shit. but I was too broke, like ridiculously too broke, so it was not happening. Like there was nothing I could do about even if I knew about shit, you know. But I like at that time I could have bought Ethereum for $30-something, which would have been I probably would have got out of it though because it went down to like 8 at some point in the beginning. So in log scale, this is my theory. My theory is that we are somewhere in there, not even there, like here, not even. I know you're lagging a little bit, but let's say here, like 2016. Because if the halving is happening next year, you know, there's still gonna be a lot of like ups and downs before we even get to like that point where things start to get crazy. So my guess would be like my theory would be that we hit some business like this right here, this 2016 area. Yeah, and then my guess would be is that at the end of 2020, you're gonna see something stupid, literally just like fucking ridiculous, you know. Yeah, and the thing is too that this very much looks like like a mini, like I said, if you like a big huge version of what like kind of this stuff is, you know, like because if this stuff was never there, the log scale would look like this. You know, like before the shit happened in 2017, look where you're at, April 2017, you still don't have, you know, 5,000. You don't even have 5,000. So you tell somebody, even if on this day, you're like, on you're at 2265 on whatever this day is, May 20th, April 17th, and you're like, May 20th, 2017, you're like, yeah, pretty soon it's gonna be 20,000. Like, fucking kill yourself, bro. You're an idiot. You know? And then, sure enough, you know, everybody keeps talking about the 28,000 or 55,000. Like everybody keeps talking about these numbers, 28,000, 55,000. You know, and then you got all the crazy people talking about 100,000, all that other shit. I mean, I don't care what it was. The point that if you're fucking with it, if you have crypto, you know. And, you know, I don't have a ton of crypto because a lot of my stuff is going into this kind of project. But even this project would probably run with it too. So, I mean, just, you know, I don't really care what it goes up to as long as I'm still in it, you know? And if you have the hindsight to know that what it does and stuff, then I don't think you really have an issue with it going up or down, you know? If you're trading it, that's a whole different thing. And I kind of got away from trading it, because trading it, fuck out of here. That shit, it'll make you crazy, you know? Like, I mean, I'm definitely not a trader, you know? And I'm like, you know, I follow the market every single day. And like, I had 2 guys on my bar. I work at a bar. I had 2 guys on the bar, a couple of guys like talking about Bitcoin and stuff. The guy's like, man, I wish I got into it, blah, blah, blah. And it was like 78 that day. I was like, homie, it's 7,800. You should buy something right this second. I was like, I know that sounds crazy coming from me, because y'all are some business fucks, but like, shit, you know? It was 78 on that day. It was like right around this time, like last week or something like that, you know? But I follow it to the minute. So like, you know, I know, like, you know, I know what it is on any given day, like, you know, generally. But yeah, all this stuff definitely started just from fucking not having computing power. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that would definitely be the next wave. Like when you know, we can definitely mix that up for sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And at some point, I'm gonna go visit my man Pop in Austin. I'll come check y'all. My man Pop is in Austin. He's one of my guys I fuck with on the Xbox heavy. And, like, I've been knowing this guy for a couple of years now. We've been talking about making that trip and go see Pop. So he's just a homie, man. It's just, And yeah, he's just one of the homies, man. Just like good dude. He used to rap and shit, but yeah, he just, like I said, just a homie. Nah, man. I don't really influence that many people to get into it. You know, you get a lot of pushback. Yeah, you also say you get a lot of pushback, and you know, everybody has their own views on it. You know, and like, you know, everybody's gonna think that their decisions are the way to go. You know, especially with finances. So you don't really. It's hard for me to. I don't care enough to influence anybody either. You know, I'm like, yeah, but I also don't. I don't feel the need to convince anybody. You know, I'm like, listen, man. You know, like I tell my parents about it. You know, but I'll be like at the same time, like, it's hard for me to like, I can't just be like, yo, do this or don't do this. You know, because you know, half my friends are still on some, you know, street shit. You know what I mean? So telling somebody like that about this is like, yeah, right. You know. So you know, to me, that's why I wanted to do the podcast more than anything. 'Cause I mean, like I said, when you talk to these dudes about this type shit, they not that they're not taking you seriously, they're not taking it seriously, you know? Because they're like, man, my money flips, so they ain't really, you know, they can give a fuck about this type thing. But I'm like, homie, you know, that don't last forever, and you know, there's a whole bunch of reasons why that's not always the move, you know. You know, the obvious one, obviously jail and all that, you know what I mean? But then when you get even just past that, like, you know, the future, you know, and you're like, you know, there's more to life than just flipping your money up, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, the podcast to me seemed like a better way to talk about it than kind of going into it with dudes who is not really understanding that much, you know? That's what it is. Oh, so it's called Fresh Off the Blockchain. Yeah. I gotta yeah, I set all that up a long time ago when I thought of the idea. Wanna I gotta get in probably today, or I don't know if I'm gonna have time tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day in the next couple of days, but I'm gonna get in and Photoshop myself something up, you know, get myself a logo and kind of get all that done. I want to get some animations done, all that kind of thing for like transitions and shit. But everything comes with time, you know. I'm not really I'm not pushing myself too hard to just come out with everything right away, because you know, if I do, then I'm gonna miss something, you know. Like, I'm missing this mask, man. What the fuck is my mask? Yeah. I reloaded just a second ago just to see if I can get that mask. And, you know, yeah. Eventually I'll have a mask. As soon as I get that shit, I'm doing a robbery. I'll figure out how to do a robbery here. All right, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. It was real nice talking to you, man. I'll definitely be catching up with you guys anytime soon. Yeah, definitely. Yep, sounds good. All right, be fine. Yeah, definitely. Take it easy.